Call the Finance Committee meeting to order for June 17th at 5 p.m. If you'll call roll, please.
Yes, sir. Councilor Jones?
Here.
Gwaltney is out. Holloman? Here. Smith is out. And Hardin? Here.
Great, we have a quorum. We have quorum established. That's an exciting thing in June. Okay, the first item is to dispense with the reading of the minutes from June 3rd and approve them as distributed.
So moved.
Okay. Okay, moved by Councilor Allen, second by Councilor Hardin. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's 3-0. And without objection, I'm going to take this out of order. We're going to go to new business first. 010624, request to authorize mayor to sign contract with UAB for medical direction services with Chief Broadhead. I sent that out today, and as I mentioned in the email, this is already a budgeted item. It's already in our budget, so it's really requesting approval to have the mayor sign that contract.
This is required by law. We have a doctor oversee our EMS services, and we would like you, Dr. During.
Okay.
Dr. Hudson out of Brookwood, but what we're looking for is a little more involvement in our program. He just doesn't have the time with what he's got going on, so.
Right.
So we're just changing doctors?
We are. We're changing doctors.
Yep.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay. Now, Councilor Allen made the motion to approve, seconded by Mr. Hardin. Any questions? Any further questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? That's 3-0. That passes. We'll send that to council for next week. 020624, request for consideration of budget amendments for FY 23-24, coming to us from Berkeley Squires. I sent that out today as well, and I don't know all of the detail. Maybe, oh, there you are. There you are.
And Cal's working with me on it. It's the, if you guys remember, it's the section that's up now. There's a church up there. It's where the Salvation Army used to be.
Yeah.
That embankment right along down through there is
Near,
washing
like
out.
CVS, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's right, yeah, Grace Fellowship is the church.
Christ Fellowship, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, anyway, the right of way right there is in bad shape, and so our city limits goes up to there, but I'm working with Cal because we think maybe that Birmingham has to maintain that right of way. But if not, it's starting to undermine a little bit of the corner of the edges of the road right there. So if we can't get them to do something, we're gonna have to do something with it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So your recommendation is to,
yeah, just to do it, but Cal and I are both working to try to figure out
Okay.
if we can get Birmingham to do it or not.
okay, so the proper motion would be to transfer $61,780 from carryover fund balance to 185204000 contractual services.
I would like to make the motion that the chairman just mentioned in that word.
Okay, great. So that's moved by Councilor Allen
Second.
and seconded by Councilor Hardin. Yeah, I was just reading it so you would know what.
No, I appreciate it.
Okay.
What your motion was.
The motion was, yeah, okay.
I appreciate it.
Are there any questions for Berkeley? Okay, and if you'll keep looking into that, that'd be great.
I will. Thank you, man.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that's 3-0, that passes. Okay, and then we'll go back up to old business, request for consideration of city manager. If we could get a report, Mr. White.
Yeah, thanks to Nick for planning a couple of public input sessions, public forums. We've had those over the past couple of weeks. We've had good discussions at both of them, involving different, two of them kind of focused on different aspects of the issues. But they were good discussions. I think we learned some what the public's thinking. I think the public learned some about the proposal that we made. And so now we're just trying to get the signatures wrapped up. We're getting close to the finish line with that. So that's kind of where we're at.
Okay, any questions for the president?
I know we've got some number of 550 I'm just convinced that not all those are gonna.
Yeah, we're not getting to that number, we're getting above that number.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think
Cause
if
some
we get to 550
inevitably
and
will
stop,
either
yeah.
sign twice, or
Right.
someone didn't vote, thought they did,
Yeah.
there will be things like that, so yeah,
We need to
we're,
beat 600 or something.
yeah, we're shooting north of that.
Right.
I'd like to just say too, I mean, appreciation for two guest speakers who came to the presentations, you know, Sam Gass and City Manager for Mountain Brook, and Gretchen DeFonte with City of Pelham. They were both fantastic and kind of, you know, were able to present and emphasize different benefits and the importance of the role. So it was neat to hear both of them share their experience and perspective. So definitely appreciate them for that. And if you see them, please extend, you know, that thanks.
I appreciate you doing that, Dave.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and Mr. Gaston's been involved from the very beginning when we were first, you were, you know,
Yeah.
kind of working
Very
through it.
Absolutely.
Because you were on the original
I mean, he's very
committee.
basic
Yeah.
as to why we need this.
And I wanna thank Brian for, having the, recording and having it available. I shared it with my newsletter, and I know people who weren't able to come in person watched it, learned a lot. And so I'm really glad we have that resource for folks as well.
Okay, great. So we'll carry that over for further information as we get to the 600 mark and above. Anything else on the agenda we need to handle tonight? And I just want to thank the two of you, because I mean, this is really a challenging time during the year where families are on vacation. I appreciate you. I know it's a busy time, so thank you for being here. And with that, we're adjourned.
I'll be gone in 2 weeks.
You ready?
Okay,
Public Works Committee meeting for June 17, 2024. Councilor Wolfen's out. Ms. Gibb?
Here.
Sims?
Here.
Nelms? And Harden.
Here.
All right, got three.
Great, thank you. So, can I get a motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes and approval?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. That passes 3-0. There's no old business, new business. Item 030624, request for permission to work in the right-of-way on Manhattan Street, represented by David Thompson, Trinity United Methodist, and Counselor Andrus. Who would like to go first?
Well, Brian's got some photographs that he's gonna pull up, and then
Okay.
I'll hand it over to David.
Great. All right, David, when you're ready,
Yeah.
you
So,
can
yeah, you can
get
see,
started.
we just wanna, make some improvements or repair these, the sidewalk and the curb, areas right here on Manhattan Street.
Hey, Alex, does Kale need to see any of this, or Berkeley, do either of you guys need to see this? David's, asking for permission to work in the right of way to repair the sidewalk here on Manhattan, right by the dumpster. Do you guys,
Berkeley is good.
So what you gonna do, man? I mean, look, you can't stick a preach.
I'm sorry, David's not gonna do it, David's asking.
100%, 100%. I don't know how this got thrown on me. Did not talk about sidewalks in seminary, for sure.
What you want, you just want the.
Yeah, so we're just gonna cut this area out and repair, replace this, and then fix this curb. It's basically this, the
where they turn
dumpster
on there.
truck,
Yeah.
whenever it comes in there, it keeps running over that and tearing up that.
Let me
It's just
say
become
this, I mean,
hazardous.
if you wanna fix it, you can, if not, I mean, I can have my guys come do it.
Well, listen,
I don't.
we'd love for your guys to do it.
Oh,
No doubt
okay.
about that.
I think
Okay.
it's on the list.
Okay, well, I,
Okay.
It's a
As
time.
far
I
as
asked
what we're gonna do is
Kale and
flatten a
Kale
little
went
bit
this
of
way.
that curve, turning in right there.
Love that, yeah.
Where cause what it is he's just, when he
Cutting it
goes
short.
in there, he's
Cutting it
cutting it
short.
close.
Yeah.
So let me do this, shoot me an email in the morning.
Okay.
And I'll send, Jason by there and let him measure it all.
I love
Cause
that.
we've got 3 or 4 projects
Okay.
close around there, so I'll just give me a couple weeks and we'll get it put on there.
That's
So,
awesome. Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm glad I came then.
So,
We're glad Berkeley came too.
this way.
well, that's gonna address a lot of my questions then too. I mean, that's great. So do we wanna carry that over, or are we good to drop that Berkeley? Do you-
just drop it,
Okay.
we'll get it taken care of.
Okay, so,
Photo Memphis.
David, please follow up with Berkeley, share photos, talk about the specific areas that you want addressed, and, that way it'll be great, cause we make sure it meets all the standards that the city needs it to for ADA, et cetera.
Yeah, love that.
Um,
Do you want me to put you on an email at Berkeley?
Yeah, if you
Do
don't
that
mind.
right now, yeah, I'll do it right now.
That'd be great.
So,
Move
if
to
it's,
drop?
great, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, that passes 3-0.
Thank you.
Or, motion to drop passes 3-0.
We'll see y'all. Have a good night.
Alright,
Don't
boy,
forget, he's on the
y'all.
work, he's on the tougher board, the school board.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
True
tougher
that.
than what we
I
see.
know.
So
True
that
that.
is all, of the items on the agenda, so without objection, we are adjourned.
Wow, you guys, okay, that's gotta be a record.
This might be the shortest.
I think it is.
5:11.